Indonesia needs Los Angeles-class nuclear submarines to compete with Australia's Virginia-class. Fire must be fought with fire. Australian nuclear submarines must also be fought with similar defense equipment. As is known, if nuclear submarines are the main menu for the modernization of Australia's defense equipment this decade, Indonesia will be told to just watch. Of course, Indonesia does not want to see Australia having a nuclear submarine without getting a response from this country. Several Australian officials are even willing to visit Indonesia to ensure that it has built a nuclear submarine, not a nuclear submarine armed with SLBM missiles with nuclear warheads. Australian officials tried to explain this difference to Indonesia even though it was not 100% accepted. Indonesia understands Australia's need to safeguard its national interests by procuring nuclear submarines. They are trying to fight China's aggressiveness in the Indo Pacific because they follow the big boss of the US and UK. When Britain or the US asked Australia to join the war, Canberra couldn't help but say yes. China is confused about why Australia is so complied with US and UK requests. China even vowed that if war broke out between it and AUKUS, Australia would be the first target to be attacked. This scenario would have occurred if China had attacked Taiwan first. 72 hours later, China attacked Australia's homeland on a large scale. China is clearly very capable of carrying out large-scale attacks on Australia. China attacked Australia because there were Yusuf B-52 nuclear bombers stationed at Tyndall Air Base, Darwin. However, the distance from Tyndall to military targets in the south of mainland China is more than 4,500 kilometers and the operational speed of the B-52 is subsonic, 900 km/h. This means it will take around 5 hours to reach the main military targets in southern China, explained to SPS strategist. So this is where Australia has an interest in having a nuclear submarine. After learning that Taiwan had been attacked, Australia's nuclear submarine was immediately in the Indo-Pacific to break up the PLA Navy's first attack fleet headed for Darwin. A scenario like this has been carefully considered by AUKUS. However, there is an X factor that they need to pay attention to, namely Indonesia's alignment. Indonesia is very clear in its position, supporting regional peace. Jakarta is very sensitive if its sovereignty is disturbed, especially if various elements of foreign warships and submarines collide with each other. Even though Indonesia does not want war, Indonesia must be ready to welcome the arrival of war. Indonesia absolutely needs nuclear submarines to enforce it too. While the Indonesian Navy needs it, this time there are around 4 Los Angeles-class nuclear submarines belonging to the US Navy, which are about to be retired. When it comes to head-to-head, the Los Angeles class is no less than the Virginia class that Australia wants to create.